Good morning, traders. Good morning. We're doing a live watch list this morning because there's quite a few stocks. Well, there's five. So I just wanted to get a jump on things since there's a lot to look at. Let's see here. Okay. All right. So, as you might know, if you've been here before, for the last few days, we've been going through some technical difficulties. And I'm just going to ask you if you can hear me to just put a little something in there. Little yes, no, maybe, sort of, don't care, shut up, whatever. Just put something in the chat box to let me know that you can hear me okay. I'll wait. Still waiting. Okay, if you can hear me, put something in the chat box. If you can hear me, put something in the chat box. That would be good. Okay, if you can hear me, put something in the chat box. Okay. So, what we have here is our watch list for the day. All right. Our watch list is going to consist of BYFC, CHCI, LMFA, DYNT, and AMS. So there's a lot of stuff to look at here. We got a little pop on the SPY this morning, which is nice. We have quite a few of these trades are hitting their trigger point already. A little premature, unfortunately. As I'm doing them and setting the alerts kept going off. So let's see. BYFC, we'll start there. We've got a trigger number of 381 on BYFC. That's a pretty consistent number. It goes back a significant amount of time in history on the stock. Nothing here, but then as you scroll through, this is it's a very significant number on this stock. This chart down on the bottom does not show today. So, in case you're wondering, like, why isn't it up here already? because it got up as high as 5. It doesn't show today. Um, but this is a good number on this one, and you can see it's hovering around it. I set this number up. I set it up somewhere around, I don't know, 6:45. I set an alert, I think. I think that's when I did it. Let's see. So what do we have? We had 6:30. Yeah, 6:45. So it triggered here once. 381 up to 446. That one just made me go ugh. And then it triggered 2 small times, 381 to 394. Looks like both times. Then it triggered again up to 429. So hopefully when the market opens at 381, it'll be enough activity and enough interest, and that we'll have a little boost and maybe hit into this area right here, this 425, 427. Honestly, I'd roll with about 4. Let's see here. What does that say? Yeah, 425. I would go with on this line as a target. If everything remains the same, these things can change. So that'd be like first target. Right now, it would be first target. And then second target, we'd be looking at right around 480. I'm sorry, not 480. 4. Oh, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, 455 would be another target on this one. And then yeah, then 481, 42. I'm sorry. So there are your target lines for BYFC. All right. Anybody have any questions? Just feel free to put them in the chat window. Then we're going to look at CHCI, which has been also triggered a couple of times here. Let's see here. Okay, we're looking at 338. Triggered at 338 and went up to 3. What the heck happened there? Yeah, 360. So here, that one triggered at like 809, 808, something like that. at 338 or 340 or 338, yeah, and went up to 360. So 360 is I don't know why this line is green. I mean white. It should be green. It happens when you get up too early in the morning. So 360 will be target number one. And about 392 would be target number two. It's important to set these up ahead of time, so you're not trying to scramble and do all this math while that you're, in a trade, because sometimes they move real fast, and when they do, and you're not ready, by the time you get done adding and subtracting and everything else, you're kind of screwed. And anything over this 430 would be gravy. As you can see, it got up to 562. That being the high of day, 562. We'll just draw a little something in there just so we know that it's high of day. High of day. There you go. There you have it. That high of day is a pretty valid number historically, so keep an eye on that. If it breaks high day, it could run a little more. It can run up into the sixes if it breaks high of day, but it's a big jump from the last stop of 430 to 562. That's a very big jump. So that will be CHCI. It's got a very, very low float. It will need volume. It will definitely need volume. Now, it's got nice volume back here. But as we opened today, volume sort of decreased a bit. So it did jump up a little here around 7 a.m. But even the 8 a.m. pop, it didn't really jump much. So be careful with this one. You're definitely going to need volume. Okay, LMFA, something I don't have to put lines on because we had done this many days ago. And if you look at the lines that we drew, I don't know, 5-6 days ago, and like I always say, these lines hold their validity for a long, long time because they come from a long, long time ago. So that makes sense. So the trigger number here is $1.49 on this. It triggered once actually yesterday, $1.49 up to $1.63. So if you had this on your watch list, you could have made a few bucks on it yesterday. But then it triggered again in the pre-market early on. And we've gotten all the way up to a 246. And this ran, here was the first stop that I charted out. Here you have the entry, the first stop, and the second stop. Little peak over, of course, because it had momentum. Came back down to the first stop again. So these lines do have validity. You can do yourself a favor by marking these down and keeping them somewhere. Just to save them. There's the max line right there. Oh, you know what? It does not have a price on it. There we go. All right. So that was LMFA. And then we got DYNT. DYNT. Again, this is a really, really key number historically on this stock. All right, and what we've found out over many, many, many years of doing this stuff is that these historic numbers are really important. They're really, really important. The stock just always seems to come back to them. You know, it may go 2 or 3 years, literally, but stock always seems to come back to them and then starts to hover. Like, look at all down here, right? All it is time. All it is time. All of this. Way up there, 270, 350, you know, whatever, $2, just hanging out there. And we can go back for a while. We can go back for quite a while. All the way back to 09 here. It hung over that, right? But look what happens when it gets here. Look at this. Rides that line as support. It's amazing. It really is amazing. Like, it rides it here as support. Doesn't break it, so it pops a little bit. Rides it again as support. Then it finally breaks it. And then what happens? That becomes resistance, resistance, resistance. Becomes support again. Again, 1, 2, 3 days of support, or 3 weeks of support. And then resistance, resistance, resistance. And here we are now at $1.25 at the moment, which is putting us right back at that line. So there you have it. These lines keep their validity for a long, long, long time. Just remember these 4 words: reversion to the mean. That's what you get, reversion to the mean. And it happens so many times. Like, the times it doesn't happen, it's like a albino moose. It's rare, very rare. So that's DYNT, and now that also is going to need volume. Volume on that is terrible right now. It gets a couple little pops here and there, but for the most part, the volume stinks. So we want to see a little volume surge come in with this one. And then we have, what was the other one? DYNT. Oh, AMS. AMS. Do I have it on the side screen now? Okay, AMS. It's in here somewhere. There we go. First one. Some sort of hospital services contract thingamajig, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we're looking for AMS to be around 310. Right at the moment, it's at 332. Another pre-market popper. Here we go, right here. 723 or 704 or 818 or 819 or 820, 2022. Just pick your time. And it popped from the 310 all the way up as high as 366 in the pre-market. So again, this number has very powerful validity throughout throughout a very erratic history, extremely erratic history on this stock. So these you got to be a little careful because it's a significant. There's no locked and loaded with this number. It travels around it a lot, but you can make a lot of money on a stock like this. So just be careful, when it hits that, if it hits that 310 number. If it starts to go south, get out right away because it's the kind of stock that will take you down a hole you don't want to be in. But if it starts to go up, you've got some nice potential, that's for sure. First stop would be there and about, or first area to look at anyway, be about 326-ish. All right. That's going to be included in the 326-ish. We got a 340 number. And then let's see, 368, which is our high of day, which this one, actually more like 370. 370 has a little more validity to it than 368. So we're going to go 370. We're going to be bold and go to this extra 2 cents. Premature click there. Let that out on, show some price. And we're gonna, we're just gonna stay there. That's right. We're gonna do that. All right, so there's your lines for AMS. Let's see here. Okay, DYNT. Yeah, DYNT. Sorry, I forgot to put those down when we were here. Say around $1.30-ish, $1.31. And we're going to look at the next level, which is going to be around $1.38-ish. Ish kabibble. Boy, this TOS is moving very oddly today. I click stuff and it's just not doing anything. Yeah, the only other, I don't even know about that. Yeah. Okay, the only other number with validity here I would say would be 146 for a potential get out number. Um, that's weird. There we go. Yeah, that'd be the only other one. And then we've got a, let's see, yeah. And we got a high of 167. Do 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 do. That I would think would be more than likely a safe number to say, okay, I've kind of reached my pinnacle of success. Okay, here we go. I knew this was coming. I knew it. TOS is horrible with this crap. Okay, finally. So, yeah, they're just terrible. Their stuff, I mean, their software is awesome. It really is. But they have so many times when it just locks up. So, there you have it. So we've got BYFC any day now. Okay, BYFC at 381, 4.25, 455, 482. All right, it's got some decent volume. Right now, it's trading at 312. which is fine. That's okay. Yeah, it's got to reach that. It has to reach that number, that 381 number, to show some strength. If it doesn't show strength, then we don't want it. BRC, CHCI. CHCI, we're looking at 338. Which this thing is triggered twice in the pre-market. 360, 392, 430. And your very, very high 562. LMFA from, I don't know, 5-6 days ago, whenever that was. We had lines drawn already at 149, 180, and 219. And this actually triggered for us here in the pre-market exactly on these lines. But it might trigger again, so I put it back on the list. It's definitely in play. And DYNT, Dynatronics Corporation. Wow. Okay. So you got 120, right? That's the trigger number. That is definitely the trigger number. 131, hopefully, would be stop number 1. 138, 146, and a dream of high day 167. Very low volume. Keep an eye on the volume part. And AMS. Thought it was in here. No, that's AWS. AMS. Huh, it's weird. I don't know where it would go. Okay, AMS. You got 310. It's triggered twice already. Ay. 310, 326, 340, and then the high, which is like 370. All right, so I mean, a ridiculous number for this today would be 450. But good Lord, this also needs volume too. So you know what? We're going to, just for chuckles, put that up there. Won't give me exactly 450, so I'm going to go with 449. We got to make this a serious red color. All right. Okay, am I expecting that? No, I'm not. But, you never know. You see this number has some validity back here. This was a resistance number. Again, resistance number. And a support number. So, like, I have to, like, this ridiculous, like, trigger finger on the mouse today. I just keep clicking everything. Like I'm in some, like a mouse Wild West mouse gunfight or something. All right, so there you have it. There's all five of them. So I'm going to leave this scanner up. I'll be back in a little bit, and we'll just recap. We'll see if anything new has arrived on the scene. Um, we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. I'm just looking now. What the heck is going on? COHN. Oh my God. Double. It doubled. Cohen amended 13D filing from chair. President Daniel Cohen shows. Wow. 74.61% stake. Huh. I wonder it jumped like that. Okay. All right. But it's so far out of reach now that, you can't possibly legitimately find a common sense place to jump in on something like that's made this kind of move. It's a strong move. It's not one straight bullet, so that's pretty good. Um, but still, I mean, the thing's trading at $9 yesterday, and now you're gonna, jump in somewhere around 21, and hope for what? I don't know. Maybe it goes to 50. Who knows? But I'm certainly not gonna put my money on that. That's for sure. All right. So we're gonna take a couple minutes break. I gotta get a cup of coffee, and then we'll be back probably a little after 9 somewhere, and we'll get to talk a little more about this stuff. If you have any questions, save them up for then. Be right back. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Well, Monday, huh? Okay, I thought it was Wednesday. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So everything else seems to be okay, except for that. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's. I just was trying to get an idea because my wife already gave notice at her job, so and they already hired somebody, so it's becoming important now to make sure this goes through. So, all right. Okay. Well, and listen, it is what it is. I guess you'll let me know when they say something, and that will be end of Monday, I guess, right? Yeah. Right. Yeah. 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 I guess with I guess with the severe drop in interest rates, it's probably encouraged a lot of buying activity. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. If I was staying here, I'd probably refinance too. Absolutely would. Yeah. But I'm not. Thank God. So yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'll just have to wait for them. But it's so frustrating because I have what do you call it? Like I have things I have to get set up. Like I have to schedule movers um, down there on a specific day, and with the COVID, everything is slow motion. You know, like oh, there's not enough people. Oh, we got we're 3 weeks out because we can't get supplies. Like I had somebody come in to fix 4 windows for the CO, and they said, "Yeah, we should be back by next week to put them in." Talked to the guy the other day, and he said it's probably going to be about 2 weeks before they get their order in to repair the windows. So so that's part of the CO, and that guy's coming Wednesday. So I'm gonna just have to show him a receipt that I already paid for the repairs, and hopefully he passes it. You know, so so that's there's just so many small little details I need to take action on that I can't yet until I know for sure. So yeah, and in normal time it wouldn't matter because everything would just happen. But now obviously with the whole COVID thing, everything goes very very slowly. So I guess all I can do is wait then. We'll see what happens. All right. So, yeah, just let me know. Let me know if you hear something. I mean, I would greatly appreciate this. As soon as you hear something, just to let me know because I just want to get these plans into action. All right, man. Thank you. You have yourself a good day. All right. Bye bye. All right, we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. So, nothing new. And this is really, 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 TOS is really falling apart on me here. Just bear with me a minute. I just need to see if there's anything in the system that's doing it. Looks like Thinkorswim is the culprit, as usual. Okay, we gotta shut that down and do a restart on it. Of course, every day there's some sort of technical issue. Every day. Unreal. I'm starting to wonder if Thinkorswim's even bad for my computer system. My God. It seems like not every day, but it seems like at least once or twice a week I got to go through this with this thing. Come on, let's go. Probably should have done this earlier. Didn't know it'd take 3 hours for it to close here. Good Lord. This is the backup. This is the one I actually trade off of. Well, the coffee's good. So this thing's got about 5 minutes to close, so I can get it reopened in time. And we'll see what happens. My God, I don't understand. I don't understand. They have such awesome stuff. They really do. We've got a couple of things right near their excitement level. AMS. Let's see. Did it do it again? Oh no, I thought it did it again. I thought it popped the. I thought it popped the 310 number again. Hmm. All right. I think the crisis of TOS may be over. So I'm going to try logging back on again. My God. So frustrating. I could go on and on all day about technology and how it sucks. Everybody thinks it's so good. All day long, I could go on and on about it. But I promise I won't. I'd love to. I'd really love to complain about it all day. Because it's pissed me off. Especially the last few days, man. I don't know what TOS did some major update. I don't know. Ever since then. So I guess I have to wait for like Chrome to catch up or whatever. I don't know. I have no idea. It's certainly not the hardware I have. That's for sure. Hardware I have is ridiculous. So it's definitely not that. Man, I got like 2.5 minutes to go here. Yeah, now I'm putting I click back on to install TOS again or to open TOS again, and it's now stuck on an installing update screen. Oh, boy. Okay, let's see what happens. Logging on. Market's going to open in a minute and a half, and I'm playing Mr. Technician over here. It's still crawling. Jesus Christ almighty. If I worked like my equipment works when I was working, I would have been fired in 2 days. I'd have been like, yeah, can't really use you. You suck at what you do. And that's what this. And it's Friday too. Fridays, a lot of times you can have a lot of fun in the market on a Friday. Well, it is what it is. It's just gonna have to be that way. Can't believe that people are actually still listening after all of this mess with the Thinkorswim technology crash. But anyway, so we got, here we go, 15 seconds. BYFC, CHCI, LMFA, DYNT, and AMS. Let's see who's going to be first. Looks like BYFC is kicking it. Yep. BYFC. 381 up to 401 right now. This thing absolutely has to crack 4, no question about it. And it's got to crack it with authority, not just some little dinky little doji that'll stick up there for a second. And who else got? CHCI is going the opposite direction. DYNT is just kind of floating around. AMS trying to get down to the trigger number of 310, which it's almost there. AMS very close, very, very close. Matter of fact, it may have, did it? Nope, 311. It got to. Missed it by a penny. All right, BYFC is coming back down a little bit now. And LMFA, $1.49. It triggered that in the pre-market, of course. BYFC making another move up. DYNT going the other direction. CHCI going the other direction as well at the moment. That doesn't mean that's the end of the world. All right, AMS has hit the trigger number. So let's get that up on the screen. All right, let's see if this has any juice in the tank, because this is a very valid number for AMS historically. BFC is making a nice move. If you're in this, you're doing well. 384 to 472, and it's in a circuit breaker halt. And they're balancing it out right at the moment at 498. So we'll talk about circuit breakers. We're going to talk about circuit breaker halts. Circuit breaker halt. And I may sound like a broken record when I talk about this stuff, but I believe it's important. And I don't know who's new and who's not new. Circuit breaker halt. Most of the time, when a circuit breaker halt happens, and let's say it's whatever direction it's going in, like right now it's going green, right? When it comes out of the first halt, on average, about 75% of the time, it will continue to go green. When it comes out of the second halt, on average, about 50% of the time, it will continue on the same path. On average, comes out of the third halt, about 25% of the time it will follow the same path. And on the fourth one, you might as well be drunk and standing at the crap stable, because that's anybody's guess. And most of the time it fails on the fourth one. It's almost always. But here's the rub with that. If it does decide to keep popping on the fourth one, my God, does it run up. But do you want to risk that? Because getting out of a circuit breaker going down is very dangerous. Very, very, very dangerous. So BYFC hit our target number at 381 and has run up now to a high of 475, almost a full dollar move in 2 minutes. So that's a nice thing. AMS, very slow moving upwards, 310 to 320. That's a nice little move right there. If you bought 1,000 shares, it's $100. Boom, thank you. 2 minutes, I'm done. Have a nice day. LMFA taking off without us again. It hit, I can't believe this. I called this one out in the, I don't know, like 4 or 5 days ago, whatever, and I drew all the lines, and this morning I'm looking, and I've got the buy line, the first level, second level. It hit all of those in the pre-market. Every single one. Like, it stopped at each one for a cup of coffee. How you doing? Oh, I understand this is the get out line. First get out line. I'm going to hang out here for a while. And then it did the next one. And now here it is. It started out 30 cents over the number. So, but that's what happens sometimes, you know. I can't predict exactly when they're going to trigger, but you know, usually when there's price action, the trigger happens that day. So we're peaking up on AMS. We're up to 324, 325. Your next number on this one to try to achieve would be 332. If it breaks 332, then you can maybe pop up a little more after that. So we got AMS, we got CHCI still in play. DYNT is got a bit of a fade here going on. Definitely got a bit of a fade going on. DYNT, we wanted that at 121, so we are we never really reached that. We got to $1.19, so it never hit the spot, the trigger point. And all right, so BYFC 9:37 and 26 seconds. So it's not far off. 26 seconds from now. You gotta have a quick finger on this one, man. If you're gonna get in, you get in, get out. You know, you gotta be really careful on these. Unfortunately, all my get out lines that I drew are not available at the moment because TOS has decided to not work again. There we go, popping up. All right, it jumped up to the $5 number. Now it's got to crack 5. 5 is a big number right here. That is a psychological monster for traders. The dollars are alone, just a dollar number. But $5, $10, psychological monsters. All right, so this could be, oh man, come on. Don't tell me my system is locking up. Thank you, TOS. Thank you. Oh, good Lord. I cannot believe this. I have no idea what's going on because TOS and their garbage is locking my system because it's still loading, trying to turn on. All right, so I don't know. I could be losing money right now. I have no idea. Can Can somebody tell me what BYFC is trading at the moment? Anybody? Type it into the chat box. You really can help me because I have no idea. Okay, there we go. We're back a little bit. There we go. 560. 606 is the next circuit breaker number on BYFC. Oh my God, I swear I don't, I'm calling TOS today and exploding on these guys. Literally exploding on them. It's causing my other systems not to work right. It's just garbage. Anyway, 633 is the next, 663 now is the next circuit breaker on this one. I hope you're still in it. I really do. This is a money maker right here. CHCI looking to get up there. AMS, look at AMS. AMS from 310 up to 340. Nice move there. All right. You're welcome. Oh my God, look at this, how this is working. I swear I am going to lose my mind. Lose my mind. Sorry for getting so frustrated, but you know. So I got to bail out of this no matter what. I have to bail out because I have no idea if I'm losing money or making money. Oh, good Lord. Look at that. Look at the delay. You know, sometimes you wait days in between these home run shots. And TOS just destroyed my opportunity at a home run shot. Do everything right. Do everything right. And you miss out on a home run shot because of their garbage not working right. Unreal. Unreal. AMS still up at 340. CHCI is hitting the trigger line, I think. I'm pretty sure. I don't know 100% for sure because I don't know if I'm 5 minutes behind or 1 second behind. I have no idea. None whatsoever. Oh, junk. Such junk. Every single one of my charts is dead, not moving. Look at this. Look at this. This is just despicable. I don't know how many thousands of dollars TOS just cost me today. I mean, it happens. And I'm just extra frustrated right now that it happened when it did, the way it did. I mean, they couldn't have waited like another hour to fail on me. Oh man, this is just a sad state of affairs, man. So I apologize for their shit programming that they have. I've got no choice. I hate to do this. I really hate to do this. I can't even get out of it with the task manager. I'm going to have to shut everything down and then go back on and redo the live stream and everything all over again. So I apologize. I'll be back. Let me do this right away. Get this done. again now that all the action's over. Jesus. Kay Kennedy, thank you very much for the numbers. Unfortunately, they didn't come through until just now when I rebooted the system. So I'm assuming this was the same link from before because you're back. Would that be correct? Okay. All right. Back. Thank God. Um, Kay Kennedy, thank you very much for providing those numbers. Um, Unfortunately, they didn't come through until until I rebooted. But I really, really appreciate your effort on that. Thank you very much. Uh, Now, hopefully, some of you guys got into this stuff. Some of these trades here. I mean, BYFC was awesome. BYFC went from 381 up to 635. That's a monster move. Monster move. And let's see what we got here. Let's see. I need to collect my thoughts here. AMS went from its 310 number as high as 342. It's another nice move. Not a monster like BYFC, but it certainly was a nice move. No question about that. Let's see if this all like disappeared on me. Probably. God damn TOS. I'm going to throw it out the window soon. I swear. AMS. Oh, come on. AMS. Here was the number. It popped it right here at 933 and ran all the way up to 342. I mean, 933. At the time was 933. But it popped it at 310, ran all the way up to 942. Came back, took a rest here at 310 again, and now it's back up to 320. So another nice little move there. So you could hit this one again 3 times actually if you wanted to. BYFC, keep an eye on it. If it gets back to the 381 area, it might do a bottom bounce. So keep an eye on that. So let's see what else did what. Whoops. That changed on me in a hurry. CHCI, how did we do? I wouldn't know because I was fixing stuff. Thank you again, TOS. I am going to just knock them for the end of till the end of the world. Oh, look at this. Nice. Cracked to 338, went up to 370, came back down. Cracked it again, 338, went up to your get out number again, which was 360. Cracked it again, went right through that 360 line, all the way up to 392, and then all the way up to, look at that, to the penny, I believe, yep, to the penny that I sketched out for you at $4.30. So that is about as accurate as you can get. All right, cracked it, first line, cracked it, blew through. Second line, profit taking, blew through. Third line, profit taking. I don't think it's going to get up there. But there you go. These lines mean something. I keep saying that. All right, that was CHCI. Let's take a look at LMFA. LMFA. Okay. Well, let's see here. All right, it never reached back to the 149 number, but it's making a little bit of a career out of on first level and second level numbers here. But that one doesn't count, didn't trigger. And let's see. I think DYNT went into full coronary mode here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, DYNT, yeah, it never triggered. It's supposed to trigger at $1.20. It opened at $1.19 and has not recovered yet. It's not dead, but the volume's not bad, but it's, it needs to go. It needs to go some to be something. So that's really nice so far today. It's a nice day, man. So far, it's a really nice day. And thanks for the like. I appreciate that. And Kate Kennedy, you are the king, man. Thank you. Thank you so much for doing the effort on those numbers. Really, thank you a lot. I really appreciate it. I have to apologize for the interruption, but this TOS once or twice a week now, it seems, it is locking up my computer. And I know it's TOS because when I go to the task manager, it's taking up like 95% of everything for some reason. And then it works fine for days and days and days. 3, 4 days, 5 days, it's fine, and then it locks it up again. So, and I do a complete restart, reboot every single day. So it's not like I'm leaving, the system's on 24/7. So I just don't get it. I don't get it. I know Microsoft did an update. Yay, that's always an issue. And TOS did an update. So maybe the two updates together were a problem. I don't know. But BYFC is trying to get close to that number there. It's picking up a little bit of steam, BYFC. Let's see. Picking up a little bit of steam right here. Trying to peek back up to that 482 number. So this might settle into a ranger for the day, a range trade. I don't know. We'll see. But boy, am I disappointed. Fortunately, I got out of BYFC at a profit when everything came back on. Nowhere near. Thank God it held up, but nowhere near the profit I wanted to make. Not even close. I got out at like around, I don't know, 452 or something like that. Ugh. Is that what it was? I don't even know. No, 454. So, I made a profit, but it could have been a tremendous, tremendous amount more. It's frustrating when you do everything you're supposed to do, and you do it right, and then your technology lets you down. That's so frustrating. So frustrating. I can't even put it into words sometimes. It's so annoying when that happens. This thing capped out at 633, and I got to miss it. 633. AMS hunting around that number again, that 310 number. It's around it again. I don't know. I hate to say this, I've kind of lost my uh, pulse finger for what's going on here. It's a nice move here, 4.25 to 482. If you had gotten back into this BYFC, now it's up to $5. Or yeah, $5 it got up to 4.25 to $5. That's for those of you with working equipment. All right, AMS. Let's see. AMS. Okay, we got that. 338. That's 37. DYNT is still dropping. Still dropping. And LMFA still holding up nicely, but not nice where we want it to be, unfortunately. You got, this BYFC, it's over. Let's see, what is it over? Is it over? Let's make sure, yep. Yeah, it's over to 200, which is right here, right at 152. It's over the 50, way over to 50. It's over to 200. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, 276. That's better. There we go. Yeah, so it's over to 200. It's over to 50. Over to 200. It's doing really well. Doing really, really well. So high was 633. Very spotty over here. 633 and almost makes no sense why it stopped there. Well, a little validity to $7 if it reached up that way, and 771. But that's kind of a pipe dream right there. AMS working its way back up to the magnetic pole, the trigger line. Boy, I tell you, I'm still stinging from before. Still stinging. That hurt. That hurt. Because I talk about, taking all the, the nice, easy, comfortable trades. The smaller ones, the $100 ones, the $200 ones, the $50 ones. Because your home run opportunities will come, but they'll come based off of logic and facts and information, not, somebody gave you a tip because your godson's brother's barber who had a friend told him about it. Comes from legit stuff. So you work real hard at that. And today I had a shot at a nice, a grand slam. That was a nice hit. But BYFC running up a little bit again here. It's up in 5 range again. But and then the technology let me down. It's so frustrating. So frustrating. I sound like a broken record yet, but it is frustrating. So frustrating. uh, Probably lost 3/4 of what I was going to make on that one. Never got into AMS because of that mess going on, because it started doing it pretty early. Let's see, what was, CHCI, never got into that one. Never got into AMS, and got beat out of BYFC. Now DYNT is falling by the wayside, and LMFA is holding up nicely. So there you go. All of my opportunities to get in kind of choked out. AMS possible here. It's possible, but you're looking at 4 straight green candles just to get back to the line. I'd wait for it to hover around the line a little bit first before I felt comfortable getting back in at the trigger point here. It was very steep too on AMS. I'm sorry you can't see that screen here. It was very steep up on AMS. It's very steep. So, I mean, it's not a bad pattern, but it's steep. So you got to be careful. It potentially could have a pretty hard pullback here, and then slowly work its way up. So you want to see it work its way up with strength. Kind of like this. Here's this levels off a little bit, pops up, levels off, pops up. This is pop, 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 leveled off here. So that's good news. So we'll see. We'll see what AMS does. Maybe it'll be a possibility. Because we missed all the fun already. But okay. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Maybe get a 310 to maybe at least a VWAP, which is 322. Pick up something like that. But the volume is kind of low. It's definitely fading. I mean, it's come back a pretty long way, 291 to 312. That's a pretty long distance to go. But like I always say, these lines mean something. If not today, tomorrow, next week, next month, they're going to mean something. At some point, these lines are going to mean something. Yeah. BYFC, I'm looking on the other screens, it's popping all the way up to almost 550 again. It's on its way. It definitely has some juice in its tank, man. I don't know. Maybe it does something. Maybe it does something. I don't know. It's a possibility. Tell you what, if this thing breaks the high of day of 633, it could literally explode again. The high of day was 633. So that would give it an opportunity to get up to, like 678, 775. 775 is a pretty big area there. No, actually, I'm sorry, 750. 750 is a pretty big area. And then you got 850. I mean, it could move that much if it gains the momentum again and jumps into and jumps over that 633 number, that high and day number. Maybe I'll I'll get a shot to get back in it again. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? It's coming up on $6 now. It's like $5.80 something. BYFC. Interesting, though. There isn't like a really solid piece of news that's like really valid, you know? It's just very, very interesting. We'll see if it does anything. It's got to break the 633. And CHCI crawling back down now for the last, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. Making a slow reversal back down. And LMFA still holding up nice and strong. Maybe it'll hit our trigger number during trading hours at some point it will. DYNT still just a dog, just bleh. And I don't mean dog is derogatory because I love dogs, but you know, that phrase that everybody uses, oh, it's a dog. I don't even know why that phrase is a phrase, but that's what it is. Okay, question. Okay, Kennedy, you had technical issues too? Do you use TOS? Thinkorswim? Is that what was failing on you? Was the Thinkorswim? Oh, God. Oh, man. I feel your pain, Kay Kennedy. I truly do. That cost me, I don't know, what your trade size is, what your comfort zone is, but that probably cost me about $3,000. I'm so just, I've been taking the small wins all week. Happy to do it because the market's been, just doing that shifty sideways maneuvering all week, which was garbage. And okay, it is what it is. Like such is life. But I get the opportunity to hook onto a monster move, and everything shuts down on me. $1,500. That's painful. That's painful. So you did not get in at all? But BYHT just won't quit. think it's time to draw some lines. Not for any technical reason, I just like drawing lines. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, well, let's see where our meetup point is going to be in our area of confluence. It will get there at some point. Yep, definitely going to get there at some point. Hey, no red day is a good day. No red day is a good day. When I walk away, literally, if I don't trade at all for the day, right, and I make $0, I walk away with the same feeling that I walked away when I make, like, if I have an all green day, which is awesome. I absolutely love a no red day. It's like the best thing ever, man. So, and good for you. Good for you. I like it. Has anybody else made anything on these call outs this morning? I hope so. If you did, just punch it up there. You know, give me a yes or a no and which one you made some money on. There were three. There were three. You could have made some decent money on three of them. BYFC, CHCI, and AMS. You know, you could have definitely made some really nice money on the three of those. So let's see. BYFC. Apparently, BYFC is getting very happy in a range. A range here of about 555-ish. Yeah, about 555. We just put some more lines on here just to make things more interesting. That's for more crap to look at. Let's see. Okay. And it appears that its lower level is this one here at 482. 482 to 550. So we'll see if that holds up. Oh, well, it's getting it's getting close to breaking that 633 number. I'll tell you, I'm locked and loaded. If it breaks 633, I'm definitely locked and loaded and ready to go. No question about it. If it gets there. Because if it gets there to 633, we got about a 690 number roughly and a 741 number. It's definitely pushing the boundaries, though. It's trying to crack that 6 number badly. Keeps popping up into that area and then comes back down. It's gotten up to 599, 598, and 591 in the last 3 candles. Only once did it crack 6 at 633. So, but it definitely is looking to pop it. There it goes, hitting 6 again. A lot of price action on this thing. A lot of very strong price action. AMS came back for another little 309 to 309 to 315. Little beep, little bit, little tweak over the line. Never even got back to VWAP, but remarkable how those lines keep pulling the stock back, right? It's amazing. It's truly amazing. Or how the stock just keeps pulling to those lines, however you want to put it. CHCI getting close to dipping to the back down to the trigger line again after a nice move up. I'm looking at that on the other screen. So, what I hope for is that I can make a difference in people's lives. That's what I hope for. I always hope for that. And this could be a difference maker, I think, in some people's lives. This type of trading, this style of trading it's unique. Nobody really trades like this. I mean, there's some things I do that are common. Yes, because they are common. You can't buck the trend too much because you'll be the only one doing it, so nothing will happen. But there are some things that I do that are unique, that nobody else does. And what I'm hoping is that by doing these things, you're learning them and getting an idea of how to use them in your trading plan, you know? And that's what I hope for. That's absolutely what I hope for. But sometime in July, we're going to be pumping out the educational videos. I don't know exactly when. There's a lot going on. We're moving our location about 1,200 miles away. So that's why there's going to be that 1 week break where nothing's going to happen. Because, you know, with the COVID and all that stuff we have to, you just can't snap your fingers anymore and things happen. You know, it's, we're 2 weeks out, we're 3 weeks out, we're 4 weeks out, you know. Hey, there he is, my telemarketer, right on time. Every single day. I almost want to pick it up and just buy what he's selling because I admire his persistence, his patience. I really do. I admire it tremendously. I would love to have a guy like that, like, work for me, you know? But I really do hope that this type of trading, you know, if you're watching enough, like Kay Kennedy watches a lot, I'm hoping that this style of trading, you're starting to get a little bit of an idea of what I do, how I do it, and it helps you. I really, really hope, tremendously hope that it helps you. Just remember the rule. Green is good. Gray is good. What do you mean gray? Gray means you didn't trade, or you did trade and everything turned out to be zero. No profit, no loss. Green is good. Gray is good. Red, bad. Red, bad. Every time there's red, it's bad. So, we got 3 in the books for today, which is going to make us, it's going to make this current track record 61-4 with 27 straight green days. Again, I see between 3 and 5 viewers on here every day, and I still can't for the life of me understand why there isn't hundreds or thousands with a record like that. And most of it is stress-free, except for TOS and their goddamn equipment. Oh, look at this. It's trying to make that move up over 633. Yes, it is. It's trying to. It's close. It's very close. It got up to a high on this candle of... Why can't I see it? Not 5.8. What? Oh, 625. 625 and 624. Well, it might happen. If it breaks the 633, it might turn out to be fun. So we're going to see. We're going to see what happens. One of the things you got to watch with a stock like this, if it does peak that high a day, it can go to, honestly, it's kind of a, I'd say a 60-40. If it breaks that, good chance it runs up a decent amount. If it breaks it, good chance it runs down a decent amount. But 60% chance it runs up, 40% chance it runs down. Okay, that's becoming non-valid, that first number. Okay, potential buy line right there. Potential buy line. Trend line. Potential buy line. All right. Taking a shot. Getting in at 633. Not going to stay in long. So let's see what happens on the next candle. Next candle, green. Green is good, as we say. All right. Okay, jumped out of it. Just wanted to recoup some of my money. So I didn't recoup all of it, but because the reason I jumped out of it, there was no way to tell what it was going to do above this line. Just no way. I mean, it might roll. It might really roll, but I don't care. It can roll without me. It makes no difference. But so that was good. That was just a quickie move. And grabbed a quick $370 on that one. And that's fine. At least I got some of my money back that I lost. And like I say, the reason I got out so quick on that, there's no way to know what it's going to happen when it gets up in that area because there's nothing to really go by. Historically, this area here is a complete mess. It's a complete mess. It looks like, I don't know what it looks like. It's just a disaster. Like somebody closed their eyes and just shot green and red paint all over the chart. So this is a complete mess. So there's nothing really to go by with this chart, with this section of the chart. So I can't really, comfortably say, okay, here's a good spot, here's a good spot, here's a good spot. I mean, it doesn't begin to make some sense until up around $10, So, see now look at what happened. See, we got up there and we came down here. I got out at 670, was it? Yes, 670. So I missed a few cents. I missed about 10, 12 cents on this. But look, here it is. We're back down to 650, 644, 641. Because you just don't know. So I'm happy getting out on this nice solid green candle. I got no problem with that. This might just be a pullback and it might run up again. That's fine if it does. I can jump back in if I want. Don't have to, but I could if I wanted to. All right, so AMS hanging out, doing its thing. Let's see what else we got here. CHCI, it was rolling back down to the trigger number area. However, it is getting very, very low on volume. Look at this, came within 342, came within 3 cents of hitting the trigger number again and then going up to 364. Now it's past the trigger number, just past it. Look at that, within 3 cents. Could have been a two-timer right there. Or was this a two-timer to begin with? Let's see. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Yeah, broke here, popped there, broke here, popped there, broke here, popped there. 3-timer. Almost a 4-timer. Almost. So close. So close. Now that's the number you really don't want to go below here. Is that like that 329, 328 range on this? If it gets down to that, then common sense tells you just to step away, because you're probably not gonna, have anything good happen, more than likely. Yeah, that number has some today validity. Today validity. That 329 number. So you watch that. If it gets below that, you know, if you're in this, you get. If it gets below it, you get out. If it doesn't, you stay. And I never believe in leaving right on the number, though. I give it a second or two. You know, if it hits the number, I go, okay, 329 is the number, but it's got to get past 329. Like now, it just got past it. That's when you'd bail. That's when I would bail. I don't know about you, but that's when I would bail. Look at this B. BYFC. The gas tank is full again. 696. That was one of the areas I was saying you could probably ride this to around $7, little under a little under $7. I said, so that's pretty cool. Yep, here we go. There we go. Making hay. Again, with that saying. No, what the hell that even means? I mean, I know it means like, you know, mixing things up, you know, but like making hay. It's kind of, why don't you just say watching paint? Watching paint dry. It's the same thing. So BYFC, the darling of the day. If you look at this 1 minute chart, you see it running up the trend line. And now it's literally breaking away from the trend line. It broke this line. So this is a pretty big spot right here at 1053. I'll be curious to see what it does there. All right. See what happens now. Yesterday's arrow was fun. If you guys remember. It was literally right to the minute. Area of confluence at 1054. So what happens in that area? What direction does it go? Notice the line coming across here, which was previously a resistance line, is now a support line. You see that? Pretty cool. So we have to watch and see what it does as it rolls through here. Sometimes the area of confluence is ridiculously valid, and other times it just never happens. CHCI, yep. Like I said, you get down there, that one number, I forget what number it was. I think it was like, I don't know. I don't even remember now. Was it 329 I said? I don't know. I don't even remember. But there it goes. It's dropping off. So that's kind of over for a while. It might make a move back up, though. You never know. AMS. AMS just does no quit in it today, apparently. No quit in AMS. It just keeps coming back and coming back to the line time after time after time. At the line, 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 line. It's just wrapping it. It's wrapping it. BYFC 690 range. 690. They're looking, yep, that's what they're looking for. 690. Let's see now what time we got here. 10:53. So 10:54 is our area of confluence. Here it is. What's going to happen? Drum roll, please. That was my imitation of a drum roll. Yeah, I know. Not so good. Man, high of 723, isn't that something? Well, here's the spot. Let's see if it does anything. So far, not much of a move for an area of confluence, but it may be picking up steam. That's possible. 660s, 650s. 660s. '70s. Well, the area of confluence saw it drop from 692 to 662, which isn't that much. So apparently traders are ignoring that. Look at this. They are ignoring it. Or was that just a pullback to get another pop-up? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, look at AMS. Oh my God, look at AMS. I missed it. I missed it. I took my eye off the ball a little bit. Check it out. Look at 310. Look where it is now. Look at this. 310 to 330. Unreal. Unreal. You know, if I would get into half of the stocks that I talk about throughout the day, I can make so much more money. But you know, I like talking about them. I really do. Look at this guy, man. It just doesn't quit. Doesn't quit. Look at that 630 number again, which that's a valid number. Here you got resistance here, resistance here. God, if it gets through to 630, it might get up to 6. Why do I keep saying 6? 330, get up to 340. Who knows? It's possible. It's a pretty hard climb up, though. It's fast. It's very fast. BYFC making moves. Yeah, I was just living on the line, man. Living on the trend line. It's so cool, this stuff, the way it works out when you watch it closely. So cool the way it works out. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love looking at this stuff, making decisions on it, and then watching it happen. It's so much fun. If this was like the 1200s, I'd be arrested for witchcraft. He's looking into the future. Seize him and do whatever stuff, you know? Anyway, but look at this. Look at it running right up that trend line, still hugging the trend line. I mean, there wasn't total disregard at the area of confluence. It had 3 hard candles in a row, technically from 705 all the way down to 661, which is, you know, it's nothing to sneeze at, obviously. But it showed almost no respect for it, man. It just said, you know what? We're buying. We're buyers. We're here to buy. And that's what happened. So IMS can't break that 340 number. It would have to technically break 342 AMS to be, you know, to get up to the next level. Or to have a shot to get to the next level anyway. BYFC losing some volume, losing a little bit of gas here. Definitely losing a little juice. Oh, that's a terrible color. Okay, looks a little better. So definitely losing some juice, some interest. But it is getting later. It's 11 o'clock, so, you know. Look, it's trying to hug that trend line. Trying to get right back to it. Which means, if it stays in that trend line for a little while, up until around 11:05, 11:10, let's see. Where would that be? It'd be right about here. Yeah, around 11:10. If it can stay on the trend line to around 11:10, it would have, or maybe 11:11, it would have a definitely have a shot to crack some all-day highs. But it's got to stay with the trend line. You know, it can wrap it a little bit, a little up and down, but it's got to stay right around that trend line. Three nice trades today. Uh-oh. Breaking the previous resistance, perhaps, which is now the support. Let's see. This was a resistance line. Now a support line. Critical candle here and the next one. Critical. Did I say critical? Let's get critical. Critical. Okay, that's all the singing I'm doing for today, no matter how much you ask me. I'm not doing any more. This very weak little green candle here, showing no confidence in buying whatsoever. Yeah. It may grow. Somebody waters it. It may grow. Trading logic, where, as you can see, our logic in our trading works really well. It works so well that, like I say, in the 1200s or 1500s, I would have probably been arrested for witchcraft, because it's against the law to see into the future. I mean, come on, this is it, man. This is it. This is good stuff. You gotta tell people about it, obviously. So, even though these things triggered each like 3 times each, for crying out loud, we're going to count each one as a win. Each separate one as a win, only one time. Because that's padding your stats if it, that doesn't count. So we're at 61 and 4. So that is just mind-boggling. 61 and 4. So that would mean if we did, let's extrapolated that out to 4 times the amount, right? So we do 4 times as many trades as we did today. That's like 244 and 16. I don't have to say any more, do I? Why are there not more people here? I guess it's the way I'm advertising it. Maybe that's it. But this should be an intense word of mouth thing going on. It really should. 61 and 4. I haven't had a red trade, not just a red day, but not even a red trade, I believe, in the entire month of June. I'm pretty sure. I don't, you know what? I don't keep stats on that, like if there's a red trade, like for the month or whatever. But literally, I don't think there's been a red trade in all of June. I'm going back through my notes, and I don't see anything here. I really don't. But I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I don't think I've had a red trade in June. 27 straight green days. It's only a matter of time before this stream gets picked up by lots of people. You know what I mean? Before we have a crap ton of people in here. People coming through and advertising their own streams, and people coming through and saying to me, "Oh, you're a jerk. You don't know what you're doing. Only a moron would trade like that." those people will come through, and then we'll have the good people that'll come through, and they'll enjoy what they're seeing, and they'll realize that trading does not have to be, unless you have TOS that fails on you, it doesn't have to be a emotional gut wrenching experience every single day where you're afraid you're going to lose everything. Trading can just be fun. You put yourself in a good position, doesn't guarantee a win, as you see by the 4 losses. 61 wins, but 4 losses. If it guaranteed a win, it would be 65 wins with no losses. All right? But, if you're trading at a 61-4 clip, you could even let a loss run a little longer to see if it'll catch itself and lose a little more money, and it doesn't hurt as much. There's so many doors that it opens up for you when you're trading at a high percentage rate in the green. So, to be at this rate, 61-4, that really helps every other part of your game. Tremendously helps every other part of your game. Let me see something here. So it looks like we're at what I believe to be like 96%. There comes BIFC again, ladies and gentlemen, coming around the clubhouse turn. Whatever, I don't know. I don't go to horse races, but anyway, yeah, we're like at 96% success on these things. So I hope you're taking advantage of these that we're talking about, so we're making money. AMS, by the way, is popping 340 again. It's trying. If it gets over 342, it can have a nice little move up. It really could. Look at this new line. It's hugging the new line for the day. AMS 340. Yes, it would have room up to 370. And there it goes. There it goes. It's popping it. It's up to 350. 350 it's up to. So potentially it could go to 370 on this move. I'm not saying it will. You apply it to your trading however you want to do it, but 310 up to 358 so far. So pretty close to that target number. Little pullback here. There you go. And that would be your number right there, 370, that it has potential to get to. Like I said, I'm not saying it's going to get there. If it holds the 340 line here, then it has the definite shot to get to 370. If it breaks the 340, I would bail. I would definitely bail on it. I'm not in it, but that's what I would do if I was trading. Just going to watch this, see what it does, and then I'm going to call it a day. Plenty to do for the big move. Big move. Lot of detail. My God, the detail is just ridiculous. Detail is ridiculous. I have a notebook that looks like War and Peace. of things that need to be done. Can't forget to do things, all that good stuff. Oh, it's 11:11 here on the East Coast, my favorite number. I got to tell you, I don't know what it means, but when I look at the clock, it seems like every time I look at it, it's 11:11. Now, I know that's not possible throughout the day, but my point is, like, I could look at it, it might say 9:35, and another time we'll say 10:40, and later in the day I'm not going to look at it where it says 9:35. Maybe I'll say 9:07, and another time 11:10 or whatever. But it seems like I see the 11:11 in the morning, and I see in the evening, and I don't plan to look for it. I just happen to glance at the time, and it's 11:11. It's dropping under the 3:40 now. This, me personally, is where I'd say, okay, it's probably not going to get to the 370. I might let it go a penny or so, but I wouldn't be comfortable staying in it too long. There it goes on the ask. It's at 338. And that's a fresh candle. So, I'd probably be thinking about bailing right here. Maybe even push the button. Boy, that BYFC though, man. It's Christmas. Yeah, that AMS, I'd bail on that one now. That's what I would do if I was trading it. BYFC, let's see. How we doing? Dropped under, back up, back under again. And it could be establishing a new area. So, but not one that I'll care about because I'm not going to be here after TOS has destroyed my max profits for the day, but at least I got some of them back. I was able to recover some of them, so that's good. And I'm glad I got out when I did. I mean, I could have wrote it up a little higher, but was there any indication anywhere that it was going to go higher than that? No. There was no logical basis to tell me it was going higher than that. Did I walk away with what was it, almost $400? Yep. And on the first part of the trade, I don't even remember. Let me see. Let's see. I don't even know. The first part of the trade is, come on. All right, there we go. First part of the trade was 740. And the second part was 370, it looks like. Yeah, so that's okay. Could have been 3,000. Could have been 3,000. But it wasn't. So I'm not going to harp on it. But we did okay. Did okay today, considering, I mean, it could have been a disastrous day. This is why, one of the common philosophies in trading, by the way, $6 is turning out to be an area for this BYFC to keep an eye on. But anyway, one of the common things about trading, one of the common statements about trading is, don't trade any more than you can afford to lose. And that statement is not because, hey, you're an idiot and you might just trade your money away because you're too stupid. That's not what that means. What that means is, let's just say I decided, you know what, BYFC, that is going to be the thing that makes me independently wealthy. So I mortgage my properties, I take out all my retirement money, I take out all my investments, everything, and I glom it all together, I cash it all in, and I buy BYFC. And I'm excited. I'm just thrilled. Man, this is going to do well. And I get in at that buy-in. and that happened. And let's say that it made a hard right turn and crashed down $3-4. I would have lost everything I owned. So, I know I'm being a little dramatic here. Just trying to make a point though. That's why one of the most common things that is said with trading is do not trade more than you can afford to lose. Remember that. Okay, Kay Kennedy and everybody else that's watching, please like the video. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like us. I'm saying please a lot. I sound like I'm begging for my life. But like us on, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you go, wherever's your choice. All right, and I hope this has helped you. I hope I'm making somewhat of a difference in your lives by what I'm bringing to you every day. That's an important thing for me. It's a very important thing for me. I don't want to just be here talking and like whatever. I want to know that I have made a difference in people's lives in a good way. All right. So, everyone have a great weekend. Outside possibility, I'll be back at 3 o'clock. Sometimes at 3 o'clock on a Friday, there are some tremendous opportunities. So, outside chance. If I see anything, if I get any alerts, any triggers, I will certainly get on and I'll let you guys know. All right. Other than that, thank you for the like, by the way. Other than that, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I hope everything about it is outstanding. John, that's great, man. That's great. I am really, really happy to hear that. Really happy. God, that makes my day. Were you, and I don't know if you have time to chat, but was this on just like BYFC or AMS or CHCI? Was it on all three of them, one of them, two of them? I'm just curious, that's all. 12K! Dude! Nice! Nice, you're a beast. You are a beast. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. BYFC, brother. There you go. Now listen, please. You made some decent money. You got to be thrilled. You got to be happy. You're going to be telling somebody, I don't know, like maybe if you're married or whatever, whoever, you're going to be telling somebody who's important in your life that you made 12K today, all right? And you're pumped. You're feeling it, right? What I need you to do is take that information and put it on some social media. All right? Oh, that's a nice move. Took risks, but got out when you saw it broke support. Oh my God, that's golden. That is golden. And remember, like I said, we're 61-4 right now. You could have also done CHCI and AMS and probably made another $1,000, $500, whatever. So I'm just saying that could have happened. So yeah, if you could take this information and you can tweet it, Facebook it, Instagram it, something, just kind of announce it to people, other people, that would be awesome. All right. Twitter is, it's actually down below, underneath the, what do you call it? The stream. It's terrible. I forget what it is. I swear to God I do. Where is it? Trader crabs for me. All right, awesome. Let's see. Okay, so what did I just do? Man, I'm telling you, sometimes I can just get click crazy. Okay, it's trading logic. Trading logic at trading underscore logic. All right. Just look for the one with minimal followers. I've only got 49 followers on there. So, and you know how that stuff goes. I mean, probably 40 of them are useless because people just they just click. Yeah, I like that. I like that. And don't really mean it. But yeah, you tell everybody, man, because this happens all the time. You could ask Kay Kennedy; he'll tell you, or she'll tell you. I'm still not sure. We never got to that point in our relationship yet. Yes, trading underscore logic. Yes, that's it. All right, man. Listen, I am so happy you made that kind of dough today. I really am. You've made my weekend. You've made my weekend. I'm so excited for that. All right. So I will be back here again on Monday morning at 9-ish. All right, Kate Kennedy, I'm sorry. I didn't know. We never established that. We'll be back here around 9, unless I pop on at 3 o'clock today. I don't know. That's like once every 5 or 6 Fridays I see an opportunity. But definitely be back here Monday at 9, ready to rock and roll, do some more of this. And everybody have a great weekend. And do not forget, please, I'm not going to, when is it? The 26th or 7th, 29th? Next Friday will be the last tweet day until July 6th or 7th because of the move we're making. All right, that's your Twitter. Kay Kennedy, it's your Twitter? Awesome. All right, yeah, so we have one more week to do this, and then it's going to be a complete week where I go radio silent. I'm not, leaving you guys. I just won't have anything plugged in to be able to do this. And I'm not gonna cheat sheet it on the phone and try and just give you stupid information from I mean, the setup that I use is massive. It's got information everywhere. There's multiple monitors and multiple programs going. I can't do that on a phone, and it would not be fair to you guys. So it's only going to be. I'll do that. Let me do that. Let's see. So it's going to be that week and possibly that following Monday on July 6th. The market's closed on the 3rd, so we don't have to worry about that one. Let's see here. Let's see, that is going to be yours. What was yours again? All right, cool. Trader Caps, okay. Oh man, that's sweet. Thank you. That is a hell of a compliment. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. All right. Awesome. Kate Kennedy, are you subscribed to my Twitter feed? Okay. All right. I must have. I was kind of skimming over and I didn't see. I didn't see it on the follower list. It's weird. I must have just missed it. Oh, there it is. There it is. I'm sorry. Yep, I missed it. All right. Yeah, I thought you were, but I just now glanced quickly and I didn't see it. But that's just me having, I guess, just doing a lazy look. All right, guys. I got to roll, man. I said that at 11 o'clock and now it's 11:28. But you guys really, thank you very much. As much as you could spread the word, I will appreciate it. And like I've said before, the first 10 to 15 people that are in this room and are on these streams, religiously on these streams, day in and day out, will never pay a penny for this information. People going forward after that are going to have to pay for it, obviously. But you guys will never pay. You'll never pay. All right? All right. Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. If I don't see you later on at 3 o'clock, I'll see you Monday morning around 9-ish.